Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. So recently we did a video about Mr. Handsome, a Jamaican comedian who is in some mix-up, and another celebrity who is very well known, Mr. Vegas, did the uncovering. So our audience members asked us at SouFLoTV, so SouFlo, please explain this to us, because we know you dig things up and you come with facts so we can understand better what is going on, because we hear allegations of an 11-year-old and all these other things about Mr. Handsome, which is demonizing him, and we don't really want to tear down somebody that doesn't deserve to be torn down. Well, if you watch that video, that live was 2 hours long. That live had almost 2,000 people on it. Most of them stayed for the entire live. It was pretty interesting. All right. What we found in that live, in those documents, was that he did have some kind of an interaction with a 13-year-old child in New York City. All right. What this video is about today, I feel the need to clarify and the need to teach a little bit, because I've always said that it seems like molestation is deeply rooted in Caribbean culture. A lot of Caribbean children, especially the girls, females, they're either molested at a young age or their first sexual interaction was coerced or forced. These are factual things. And we do have a high rate of rape and women abuse and women murder, especially Jamaica. So this is something that we really have to talk about and look into. Yeah. We also know that a lot of the little boys are molested as well. But for some reason, we only put the females as if that is the only way the narrative works. However, what I am really concerned about was the comments in the comment section. There were lots of comments on that video. Go look at them. But a lot of those comments told me that the very people who claim to be good people are the same people that are a very big part of this problem. If you know of someone that is an adult that is messing with a child or messing with anyone below the legal age of consent, then and you are not saying anything about it, then you are complicit. You know about it and you are allowing it to happen without blowing the whistle. You are a part of the problem, and in my eyes, you are even just as guilty. Now, comments like only God can judge him. That's wrong. Not only God can judge him. Not only God can judge him. A judge judged him with a jury, and he was found guilty. That is why he is now a registered level 3 sex offender. That is factual. That is not made up. So when you say only God can judge him, it's like you're telling us that we should not judge. Well, if we have the facts before us, then we are allowed to judge. Now, another comment that bothered me was that we need to learn to forgive. And I remember one woman calling in, and she said that if it was her child, him would have dead. She would have do something to him. But she was calling in saying that we need to forgive. So this mentality that we have about it's not my child, so I don't need to forgive. But if it's my child, him need for dead. Make up your mind, because every child is our child. I'm a father of 6, and I look at everybody else's children as my children. You understand? Me not sick in my brain. So when I look at somebody's daughters, I instantly think about my 2 daughters, 7 years old and 1 year old. Those are babies. You see it? All right. So this we need to learn to forgive stuff, y'all can throw that out the window. Comments like those mean that you are complicit. Another comment that bothered me. He who is without sin cast the first stone. As if to say that we are all guilty of something And so we should leave the situation alone. We should not talk about the situation. We should not point at the situation. We should not use the situation to make people aware. Remember, a lot of people are concerned that Mr. Handsome still works around children in Jamaica. And obviously, he has a type, right? And we talked about that on the live. The type is younger males. So he is in Jamaica now, and they're saying that he's doing a lot of giveaways, charity work, working around children and young people. And on that call in, a lot of people were saying that if a man is saying that he has a problem and he's praying for help for God to fix it and heal it, and he knows he has this problem, then let him be separated from children so he can go somewhere else and work out his problem. But him being around children is like too much temptation for a person like him. So this could very well end up badly if it hasn't already. Maybe some children around him have been molested and are not speaking up because they are fearful. We don't know. I am not accusing him, because he himself said he has been working in Jamaica for how many years now, and not one person, chick nor child, has actually said anything about him. So that is to show you that he's not doing anything. But that is what he said. We know how these types of people operate, right? Now, for the person who said this, the biggest one that bothered me the most of all is this comment right here. It said, I was looking for the word penetration in the court report that you went over. And since I did not hear the word penetration, then he is not guilty of molestation, because they don't have enough evidence to call it that. Me scratch my head, because this right away tells me that there are people out there who actually believe that if there is no penetration, then the child was not molested. Can you imagine that? Now, any one of us with a intelligent thinking mind, you don't need no high IQ to figure out good from bad in a situation like this. You as an adult have no business whatsoever touching a child. Period. With any kind of intention. Is it your child? Are you bathing and changing your child's clothes because they're too young to do that properly for themselves? If that is not the case, and you find your hands on somebody's child or your child, then you might be barking up the wrong tree. Molestation does not require, I need everybody to understand this, because some people seem like they have it confused. Molestation does not require penetration to be called molestation. You understand? Fondling is molestation. Touching inappropriately is molestation. He was convicted. Now, I need all the parents out there and those of us who care about children, because if you don't have children yet, you might have a sister or a brother that have children. So you have nieces and nephews. Or you might be a person that work around children. Talk to the parents. Or you yourself as a parent, remember. Or if you are a grandparent, tell your children who have children to remember to speak to their children about inappropriate touches. Because there are people out here who will inappropriately touch your child and walk away convincing themselves that they did not just molest your child because they did not penetrate anything. There was no penetration going on. That was the craziest comment that I saw under that post. On top of that, you have the church people, of course. The church people always come with the Bible verses, and they always come with the leave it in the hands of the Lord and pray about it. And let's not tear the brother down. Let's lift him up in prayers because he's asking for help and all this other stuff. That's all fine and dandy. But let's not forget, we've seen y'all do this many times to pastors who were accused and then tried in court and then convicted based on evidence, and you all still stood by him with comments like the devil attacks God's strongest soldiers, or the Lord gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. That's sick. That's sick. Okay? So I'm going to close this video now by saying this. Protect the children. That is our only concern. Whoever is out there, I could never be your friend if I cannot tell you the truth. If you have somebody around you that you can go to and tell them that I am touching children, and they don't take it to the authorities, that's not a real friend. That is a partner in crime. That is an accomplice. Someone who is doing wrong right alongside with you. So they are just as guilty as you are. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about that one. I feel the need to clarify, and I hope this brings some kind of clarity to those out there who hear this. I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.